What's going on, guys? Tie-Dye here. So last week I made a video reacting to the Pokemon Let's Go trailer, and none of you have seen it because it's blocked in every country. Well, also announced that same day was the new free Pokemon game, Pokemon Quest, which I have sunk 70 hours into at this point. I've completed the Pokédex and conquered every level of this fantastic game. So in order to jump aboard the Pokemon hype train, I will be giving you my top 3 tips, including something I haven't seen anyone else cover, to help you on your adventure on Tumblecube Island. So why should you take my advice? Well, for starters, you clicked on this video, so you obviously want to hear what I have to say, right? I was able to complete World 10 with an extremely underpowered Psychic-type team, meaning without a typing bonus. I was able to beat Mewtwo at the Chamber of Legends on my first try with the aforementioned team. This is the footage that you are seeing right now. And finally, I am now able to consistently auto the final level of Happenstance Island, and we all know how inefficient auto battling is. If this got your attention, and you want to know how I completed these seemingly impossible tasks, get ready, because here comes tip number 1. As one of the few people who have completed the Pokédex as of recording this video, I feel that I am one of the most qualified people to tell you which Pokemon are the best options for your team at any stage of the game. Keep in mind that in the early game, typing bonuses for each world make a huge difference, while later on, not so much. First things first, you're going to want to build your team around support Pokemon such as Slowbro, Golem, or Machamp. They should run and spam one specific move like Harden, Amnesia, Barrier, Bulk Up, or Growl. Emphasis on one attack. You won't really use 2 attacks anyway, and having only 1 attack means you can use 3 support stones on said attack instead of just 2. Having 1 attack also means that your Pokemon only have 1 attack to use while auto-battling. Verlisify did a video covering how overpowered Bulk Up Machamp is on his channel, so a link to that video will be in the description below. Now to fill your remaining 2 slots, I recommend using 2 high-attack Pokemon. I like them to use long-range attacks like Psychic, Shadow Ball, or Hyper Beam, simply because close-range attacks like Psycho Cut, Mega Horn, and any punch seems to miss far too often. These Pokemon should again run and spam only 1 move. So who are the best Pokemon? Remember, I have completed the Pokédex and have all 151. In my opinion, they are as follows: Machamp, Porygon, Dugong, Seaking, Rapidash, Golem, Slowbro, Alakazam, Hitmonchan, and any legendary, so Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno, Mewtwo, and Mew. Honorable mentions go to Arcanine, Victreebel, Rhydon, Dragonite, Chansey, Lapras, and Gyarados. In the late game, I don't want you to even look at your Great Power Stones. Obviously, early on you have to work with what you have, but late game, you should be focusing on these 3 attributes: Hit Healing, Critical Hit Rate, and Resistance to Status Conditions. Hit Healing is the best attribute in the game by far, and this is the tip that you will only hear here. Most people think that this attribute maxes out at 10%. Well, it actually maxes out at 10.9% and rolls back to 10 if you go up to or past 11%. This means that you can get an extra 0.9% healing every time you land a hit if you balance your stones out right. Critical hit rate is also very important in order to do as much damage as possible. This may seem like common knowledge, but critical hits will deal 1.5 times damage, so an attack that would normally hit for 20,000 damage, on a crit it will hit for 30,000 damage. This is a big deal. After raising your hit healing to 10% plus and maxing out your critical hit rate at 100%, use your spare stones to boost your resistance to status conditions. This makes it less likely that your team will become confused, poisoned, burned, frozen, or paralyzed, greatly increasing your survivability. And finally, don't forget to slot your Pokemon's moves with support stones. Your support Pokemon should run 3 sharing or stay strong stones depending on which support attack you are using. and your attackers should run whack-whack stones for a big damage trade-off. Most people seem to run 3 whack-whack stones. I like to run 2 and a weight less stone because 4 attacks just seems to slow my team down. Now I'm going to start off by saying that purchasing the $30 DLC for this game is the way to go. It's not required, but will greatly help you along and essentially make this game feel much more like a retail game rather than a mobile one. I paid for it using a combination of my Nintendo and GameStop reward points. As I said before, I have sunk 70 hours into this game, so that means that I would have spent less than 50 cents per hour of play, making that $30 price tag totally worth it. If you don't want to buy the DLC for the extra 3 pots, 140 daily tickets, 3 battery charges, double experience and double ingredient drops, the game will be much more of a grind, but spending your tickets on the following items will surely help. The Evolution Cushions, the Dodrio Tent, Starter Pokemon Flags, Victory Bell Golf Bag, and Pikachu Surfboard. Now I'm calling this a bonus tip because who knows if this will even be relevant when you're watching this video. More than likely it will be or has already been patched out of the game. You can see me using this glitch in the beginning of the video when battling Mewtwo in the Chamber of Legends. I found out about it from Austin John Plays, so a link to his video will also be in the description below. Check that video out to see how it works. So those are my top tips for Pokemon Quest. If you have any questions regarding this video or the game itself, please do not hesitate to comment down below. Also, if there are any tips that you would like to contribute, comment them down below as well. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for future content just like this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.